What's going on, guys? How are we going? Back to the video. Today we're going to be talking about 10 more Clash Royale concepts that make zero sense. What do you mean 10 more, HaVoC? Well, I made this video over a year ago and some people were asking for part 2, but it never happened, and part of that was due to the hate. So people, calm your big saggy titties. I know it's just a game, but sometimes it's fun to question certain odd things. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Number 1. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that's noticed this, or at least questioned reality at one point. But how can you hear people cheering in the crowd on arenas that don't have no damn seats? This has got to be way deeper than it looks. I mean, Supercell had to be smarter than that. If there's no crowd, nobody should be cheering. I can't solve this puzzle, it's kind of freaking me out in some way, but if training camp is not a stadium, where are the people? Who's cheering? And can it be dead fallen troops that lost battles? If that's the case, this game is way darker than I thought. Number 2. Supercell, you thought I was stupid. And maybe I am, but not this time. No. Can anybody explain how the Rascals guy magically has 2 swords in both hands? But you only see one. You don't see him switching hands, do you? All I see is him attacking with one hand, and then all of a sudden he whips out another one on the other hand, and then the other sword vanishes into thin air. You can call me crazy, but I'm not buying whatever corny explanation Supercell has to this huge, game-breaking mystery. Yes, I said game-breaking. Like, goddamn, man, have you seen the news lately? Number 3. How is the dragon still in the air when frozen? In fact, how is anything in the air? How are they still flying? You can physically see them flying, but weren't they frozen? What? How? For example, when you freeze a tower, everything freezes, and the princess is frozen, no arrows moving, and when you freeze a P.E.K.K.A, it just, it gets frozen like it's supposed to. But how don't these laws apply to flying stuff? I'm pretty sure if I froze a helicopter or a bird, it'd fall right down to the ground and bam, no bamboozle, everything's over. So I don't know, maybe you guys can explain. Number 4. The miner digs through water. Yeah. Water. In part 1, or whatever it was, the first video, we discussed how the miner digs so fast and how he can dig through wood, but it looks like dirt. But what about the river in the middle? Wouldn't it be that if you made a hole through the tunnel into the river, the water would flood your tunnel and push you back and possibly die from drowning? No? Also, some arenas don't even have water. And to make things even worse, some arenas don't have a floor. But yeah, you know what, Supercell? I understand. I'll stop bugging you about random stupid questions. But I just find it funny how a fire spirit can't kill an ice spirit. What? You mean to tell me fire can't be ice? Ice, people. Ice. Based on the laws of physics, or whatever you want to call it, fire would melt ice. And if ice was put onto fire, nothing would happen. So how in the world can an ice spirit defeat not 1, not 2, but 3 fire spirits like it's no big deal? The fire spirits don't move, it's the ice spirits. If this were reality, the fire spirits would keep going with less damage and that's it. Number 6. Listen, we just talked about the freeze spell a second ago, and we know it freezes things, That's what it's supposed to do. If you freeze a crown tower, it'll freeze everything. No arrows, no princess looking at the hot prince. But when you throw other spells, it's like the princess didn't feel a thing. How? How can you take a fireball to the face, a rocket, lightning, every bomb and every toxic poison gas, but you sit there untouched, like you just gave birth to Jesus? What kind of holy water are you drinking? Because I'm pretty sure I need some of that stuff, Seriously though, I think the real question here is, why didn't they make the princess go inside the tower, like it usually is, Shrek, instead of chilling at the top all exposed? I don't know. Number 7. I've got this question that's been floating around and bothering me ever since, and why don't the ghosts see each other? I would understand if a regular troop didn't see the ghosts because, well, it's a ghost, right? But what about ghost on ghost? Why do they just walk past each other like they're neighbors? What's going on here? You're enemies. I think the funniest thing is just seeing them, like they're visible for a reason, or else we couldn't even tell where they were, and it'd be extra OP. I don't think anybody wants that, but still, it's funny to question the concept of ghosts not being able to see other ghosts. Number 8. How are enemies all of a sudden bulletproof? 100% everything proof when there's an explosion next to them. Wait a second, I'm pretty sure if this was real war and it was friendly fire, it wouldn't give a damn. We would all die. It happens in GTA, Minecraft, but what about here? How can a nuclear blast not have a single effect on anything friendly? Not even a scratch. Everyone still looks shiny and beautiful, like, you know, just another normal day in the Clash Royale world. But remember how that commercial where Larry was able to take out a friendly archer tower and ruin the match? Exactly. So I'm a little confused. What side are we on? Number 9. Have you ever noticed how the bomber has unlimited bombs, but he isn't carrying any bag or really anything? In the first part, we mentioned something similar to this. You know, where does a royal giant keep its balls? I mean, not those balls, but you know what I mean. The cannonballs. Or really, how does anybody even have that much ammo to begin with? But going back to the skeleton, it's different. Like, he has no clothes. No, nothing. Just him and his hat. And out of nowhere, out of thin air, a bomb appears every time he needs one. I kinda wanna know what he's on, because if that was my case, I have video ideas every time I needed one. And finally, on to number 10. How does the ground recover from all the damage within seconds? If there's a fireball or rocket, we've noticed how it leaves a dent on the ground. It's in the commercial and you can clearly see it happen in the game. But how does the ground magically reappear? And the grass looks brand new, like man, they must be using some Rogaine, but on the ground of course. You know Rogaine, that whipped cream looking gel that makes your hair grow back so you can catfish the hell out of a girl? But yeah, back to Clash Royale. I need to know how, when, why, what, who, and where. And a matter of fact, I need questions to all of these weird topics that we discussed today. I mean, sure, you can just comment down below saying it's just a game, shut the hell up. But if you're up for the challenge, I will check the comments for people who can come up with explanations. No matter how dumb it is, and no matter how much you realize it's just a game and it doesn't make sense, I'll keep an eye out for those scientific answers. So yeah, guys, I think this should be it for 10 more game concepts that make no sense. Enough of the talking though, hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, be tight YouTube, see you on the next one. Peace!